This is Sicilian, classical, and main line is obviously bishop g5. But time to time, I apply this side line, which was taught to me by my earlier coach, my childhood coach, Manoj Kumar Panigrai. He used to play this up. And very rarely I use this variation, but it is black must play very precisely in order to equalize. Sometimes black can even play this. He played h6 because some players are afraid of bishop g5, bishop into f6, but it is not that serious. I mean, you can play bishop here. Let's say if I play this move, you can simply castle. And if you take this knight here, I mean, this position is it looks, as if you have generally it's like strong outpost, but objectively it's nothing special. I mean, if you do short castle, just simply rook c8. It's not that easy. Let's say if I play something like c3, I'll just play knight e7. You take this, and this is fine for black. Then he will play d5. This position is equal. Okay. Only if you have very strong grip on d5, black cannot remove any pieces from d5 square, then it is something special. Otherwise, here it is nothing special. And okay, he played h6, I played castle. The main idea behind this knight f3 move, soon you're going to see. So rook e1, castle and bishop f bishop f1 I didn't because of, I think probably because of bishop g4 reason. So that's why I played first h3, bishop e6, and I played bishop f1. The idea is now knight d5. And here he played rook c8. It is a bad move. And so for such kind of move, I call such moves are like mechanical move. Rook belongs to open file. This is good for someone like 1200 to 1500, 1600, sometimes even 1700 for the basics. But a black player rating was 2206. And when you go up level, you can't make such mechanical move. And actually, after this, white is having some very serious advantage after knight. Black should have played Black should have played queen a5. One idea is this is the correct theory, is to prevent knight d5. It's like a prophylactic. And another idea which I knew, this queen a5 idea much later I came to know. But knight b8 is very interesting. I knew that when I was playing this game, I knew knight b8 was the main. If you play now knight d5, the key point is knight into d5, e into d5, bishop f5 to save the bishop. And now white has a queen side pawn majority. So the side where you are strong, you should play on that side. So based on that principle, white should play c4, knight d7, and black's plan will be like this. Sometimes, black tries to play a5 in order to prevent b4 plan. Then he can sit knight here. And in this kind of structure, if black manages to exchange this bishop, e7 bishop with c1 bishop, is a very good trade for black. So if you can get it done, then it's very good. But this position is absolutely fine for black. So knight b8 is the main move. Because if you, like after this knight here, you cannot take this because of double attack. And now he played knight b8, but it's already too late. Now I have c4 move. He captured this. And after c d5, this is a very healthy advantage for white. And from here onwards, I played very, very good chess. Bishop d7. And you can pause the video and think white to play. Here I played queen b3. Probably black wanted knight here, knight c5. You know this if white plays some, let's say, some time pass move. Let's say he can do knight here, maybe for f5 idea. Or sometimes, in such positions they can play a5 just to make sure this knight is very strengthened, just to strengthen the knight on c5. This is one plan for f5. So, and queen b3 another idea also. Let's say, I mean, here the b7 pawn is hanging, but imagine, let's say b7 pawn I will not take. If you even if you play f5 sort of move, I have this trick. If you take, then this check is there. So black must be careful for such tricks. So here black played rook c7, which is very interesting, which is very normal. I mean, whenever opponent is trying to uh, attack or something, if you don't have to push any pawn and without creating much weakness, if you can defend, that's okay. For that reason, probably black did this. Another reason, probably, which I think, if b6, probably he was afraid that I might exchange this bishop, because in this structure, exchanging this bishop is very good trade for white. But actually, this is not a good move. It was not my actually original plan. But probably he was afraid of this exchange, because this is some sort of like King's Indian defense type, and light square bishop is very important for black. His idea was like, if I do this, he can save this bishop, because in this line, this is a bad bishop, and d7 bishop is actually a good bishop. So for that reason, probably he played it, rook c7. This is what I anticipate. But if my opponent would have played b6, I would have simply played moves like bishop e3. If f5 is not working because of knight to d5, as I told. Let's say if he plays moves like sort of king h8, I can simply play rook c1 and white is clearly better. I mean, all this f5 is not good. I can simply take e5, bishop f5, then I have all this queen a4. I mean, his queen side is very vulnerable and it's easy to target black. So he played bishop rook c7, he played bishop e3, now he played b5. If you would have played b6, I would have played a4. This was my plan. This was the move. After the game, I put a4 move. Probably this was what I intend to play. This is in my analysis file. The plan is simply a5. So he played b5. And here I really like my move. But here black probably wants to play this move. Sometimes, he has all sort of idea. Or probably rook b7, a5, knight a6, knight c5, or minimum up to knight a6. Here he can do all these things. And I noticed it. This is a very good prophylactic move. You can pause the video and try to find. Here I played bishop d2. I really like this move. The plan is simply to prevent this a5 idea. He played this rook b7. The idea is a5 this. Here I played queen a3. It's like he realized f5 idea is not anymore not that strong. So he wanted to do this queen side and I stopped him. So the power of prophylactic chess, those days I was studying a lot of Petrosian games, Karpov games, and Smyslov very few examples, but it was mainly Karpov and Petrosian, and there were many chapters related to prophylaxis I studied. So it's like whatever is your friend circle, according to that you behave. Something very similar. What you study, that will reflect over the board. If you study good content, good material, that will reflect how you play and your decision-making process. So here, it's very important what you are reading, who all are your friends, with whom you are discussing your life plans. It will reflect over the board also. It's not what you study only on the chessboard. Who are your friends? Who all are your well-wishers? It matters. Rook b7, queen a3. It's to prevent prophylactic move. Bishop e8, bishop b4, and he played queen d7. And here, you can pause the video and try to find good idea. Here I realized black wants to play f5. Or it is actually the f5 move is not that strong. It is the move which I played is bishop d3. It is a statement actually. The statement is you can't do anything. It is me who is deciding everything. It's like I am making the call here. It's actually, even if black plays f5 also, it doesn't change the assessment of the position too much. I mean, I'm clearly better. White is clearly dominating. But this is a move, it's like a statement that you are helpless, hopeless condition. So bishop d3, he played f6, I played. You can pause the video and you can think for some time. I played the most obvious move, rook is c1. Rook belongs to open file. It's a very simple move. You can again pause the video. And all these games, try to see on the chessboard. It will really benefit you. Here, I played, it's like a prophylactic move again. Black wants to play knight a6 and attack the bishop. Let's say if you move back the bishop, then knight c5. He will try to do some, let's say I play some, this move will play here. If you go this, then you can play b4. And wherever the queen moves, knight c5 tempo will come. So always ask what is the idea behind opponent last move. If it is his move, what he will play. Knight a6 is the threat, so I simply move back. Now he played knight a6. You can again pause the video. Try to find. Here I played b4. It's like, restricting opponent pieces. You played knight b8, bishop this, queen b2, and the rook is like dead. 8. This position, try to find a good move for white. And here I played. Here there is a one question you can ask. Which is your badly placed piece? Or it is not actually badly placed piece. It is which piece can be improved. The knight on f3 is actually good. How can you improve this knight position further? I really wanted my knight to be here. Or some other plan you are going to see in future. So I played knight d2. The idea was to sit here. Because knight on f3, I felt I should focus. My entire focus should be on the queen side, not on the king side. Because king side, if I do anything, he has all his resources protect. It is the queen side is vulnerable, and I have space advantage in the queen side. So I play knight d2, he played this, I play knight b3. And if he takes this guy, rook into e3, I will just move back bishop, I will go here. This rook is extremely bad. I'll play knight a5, and this is completely lost for black. So Here he played here, queen d8. I simply moved back. He played rook f7. This is a very important moment. Try to find a good move for white. Here I played knight c5. It's a beautiful move. I really like this example. He took this, right? He took. Now try to. I have just one pawn for the piece, but this is like monster. They will. This is like intuitive decision. You can't calculate everything till end, but you just feel like this position is completely winning for white. And he played this b6. The king itself. This is already winning. And now here I showed perfect technique. Here, b6. Like this. I took. Now I'm simply a pawn up. In d4. Now c6 rook d7. Finish. By playing this, I want to make his king further weak. With 3 pawns, his king is a little safe. But now after this, with this exchange, and then again a very precise move. Because now I have rook into h6 threat. I went here. Rook d7. And here he resigned. If he moves his queen somewhere, he'll just take this, and I'm winning. Okay. So this is one of my best game. This game I played in 2009 in World Under 16 Olympiad. And in this tournament, I got board number 2 gold medal, and India team won silver medal under 16 World Youth Olympiad. So this is a very special tournament for me.